Minneapolis demands answers. Minneapolis is stunned after federal agents shot and killed a man, and city leaders are demanding answers from Washington. Officials say the victim was a 37-year-old American citizen and lawful gun owner, but the federal narrative says something different. NBC4, Washington. Now protests and legal moves are sweeping the city, and local leaders are calling on federal forces to leave immediately. Fox 9, Minneapolis-St. Paul. Minneapolis shocked after federal shooting. City leaders demand answers. A second fatal shooting involving federal immigration agents in Minneapolis has ignited outrage across the city. Officials, mourners, and residents alike are demanding transparency, accountability, and a halt to federal operations as tensions escalate. Fox 9, Minneapolis-St. Paul. Why this matters? This isn't just a tragic incident, it's now a flashpoint in the debate over federal authority in local communities. When a U.S. citizen is killed in an enforcement action, questions about legality, oversight, and power come to the forefront. NBC4, Washington. Full story. The shooting. Federal agents involved in an immigration operation shot and killed a 37-year-old man in South Minneapolis on January 26, 2026. Police identified him as a lawful gun owner with limited prior law enforcement contact. NBC4, Washington. Federal account. Department of Homeland Security officials said agents opened fire after the man allegedly resisted and approached with a firearm. Local authorities, however, have raised questions about that narrative amid video evidence and conflicting accounts. CBS News +1. Local leadership reaction. Mayor Jacob Frey called on President Trump to end the federal operation, saying, "How many more residents need to die for this operation to end?" State investigators also want a leading role in the probe. CBS News +1. Legal action. Hennepin County and state officials filed lawsuits aimed at preserving evidence and preventing obstruction of the investigation. CBS News. Protests and public response. Hundreds of residents and activists have taken to the streets, chanting for federal agents to leave and demanding transparency on what happened. Fox 9, Minneapolis-St. Paul. Impact/significance. The death of a U.S. citizen at the hands of federal officers raises intense questions about the balance between federal enforcement powers and local oversight. It also highlights the growing tensions between city officials and federal authorities on matters of public safety and accountability. PBS. Outro plus CTA. Should federal operations inside cities be limited when they result in civilian deaths? Leave your thoughts below and subscribe to One America Daily for clear, fact-based coverage of U.S. politics and federal enforcement issues. Comment trigger question. Should federal agents in local cities be subject to state and local authority or only federal authority?